Good evening, good evening, good evening. Freddie Vasquez with Basement Politics Unfiltered, the weekend review, late night edition. I have to still come on tonight. I am Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered, the weekend review, late night edition. If you're asleep, you can watch it tomorrow. I have to come on anyway. Good evening, folks. Freddie Vasquez here with Basement Politics Unfiltered, the weekend review, late night edition. I fell asleep. Long week for me this week. I got a few jobs, a lot going on. Some are finishing. I'm starting others. And so it's very busy. And I got home and I got knocked out. My wife calls me and I wake up and it's 9:21. And I said, man, I missed it. Anyway, I'm on. I wanted to come on anyway because I want to be consistent. I want to do one every day. Whether people join me live or not tonight, that's fine. It'll be on there. People can watch it tomorrow. I'll replay it in the afternoon, but I still want to go on. So I'm going to do the weekend review. Initially, I was going to do, continue discussing the Mike Cater situation and the lawsuits, but I will be doing that on Saturday night. And tonight, I just want to go over the weekend review. So what's going on this week in politics in the city of Yonkers? It's been quite eventful, hasn't it? It's a lot. Seems like a lot's going on almost every day. All right. Well, I want to start off with the town hall. The town hall by John Rubo early this week, where he brought on Sustainable Jason. Might as well be Sustainable Jason. He brought on Sustainable Westchester's Dan Welsh, as well as the Director of Sustainability for the City of Yonkers, Jason Baker. And it was quite eventful, wasn't successful. A lot of the comments were, against the way they rolled it out, against Sustainable Westchester. And it didn't seem like many people are for it. And I hope a lot of people opt out. And I'm not saying stay out of it. I'm just saying opt out. Then, if it's something you think it's going to be for you, opt back in. We must always maintain our freedom of choice. How dare they just automatically enroll people? And why is John the guy, having this town hall meeting? Well, because he's the guy that chaired the committee last year where they decided on this sneaky rollout. So now he became a salesman for Sustainable Westchester. He sat there for an hour trying to convince us that this is good and we should not opt out. Don't listen to the misinformation by those who have no interest in lying to you, who are merely trying to help residents quickly get out of this thing before the deadline arrived, which it has. So if you haven't opted out, you can still opt out. It just will now take, I hear, maybe 2 or 3 billing cycles before you can actually be out of the program. So it's not as easy as jumping in and out, right? And I made my comments. Of course, I have to make my comments. You know me, right? I made my comments on there. And for the most part, a lot of people agree with me. I did have 2 who disagreed. I mentioned it on a podcast. And then that person went and made a whole post about me. Well, you're giving out misinformation. And we don't like it. And we know why you're doing it. It's one of the councilman's minions. Yeah. Our city council members have minions out there in the street that do outreach in the communities. Basically, they get paid to bring in voters, get signatures for the elected officials that pay them, so-called hired guns, right? So I didn't understand why John Rubo was doing an hour-long town hall meeting on Sustainable Westchester and trying to convince us to stay in this program while we have this increase in crime here in the city of Yonkers. The same day he did the town hall meeting, a car was pulled over by Yonkers police. In it, a group of teenagers ran out of the car, fled on foot. The young teenage driver, a female, was arrested. They located a gun in the car. An hour and a half before that incident, SWAT team was storming a building on 334 Riverdale. Hostage situation. Yet, the council member felt the need to do an hour-long town hall, or I should say infomercial, for Sustainable Westchester. Well, where's the town halls for the increase in crime? The gun violence that is so prevalent now in our city. And the offenders seem to get younger. The victims are getting younger. It was only last summer that a stray bullet hit a 6-year-old in the Nodine Hill section. Not too long after that, 4 individuals were shot standing on a corner. Same corner that my uncle was killed on back in 1991, beaten to death by 3 individuals. So it's been that way since, 91 at the very least. So is this Sustainable Westchester thing a better deal? Well, from the research I've done, and this is unbiased research, and by the way, let me tell you, Sustainable Westchester has done a great job with SEO. SEO, search engine optimization. You go and try to find anything on this, Sustainable Westchester is all that really comes up. So it has to be, you have to really search, you really have to get in there and dig. Everything is about Sustainable Westchester and how good it is, and mostly it's from Sustainable Westchester, if not all of it from Sustainable Westchester. But I did find some unbiased reviews. One of them said that fixed rates, which is what Sustainable Westchester offer, is good for consistency. So if you're on a budget, but see, it's tricky, right? And this is a salesman tactic. If you're on a budget, so you automatically assume that because you're on a budget that you are low income, or listen, everyone should be on a budget, right? Doesn't matter, because you want to make sure you manage your money right. That's just proper money management. So fixed rate, it's great if you want to have consistency in your bill. If you want to know how much you need to plan every month for your expenses. Is it going to be cheaper? No, that's not what it means. It just means that you will have an idea of what you will be paying because it is fixed. But it could vary because, again, it all depends on how much energy you use. So if 1 month you had the lights on all day long, and then next month you guys are on vacation for the entire month, no lights at all, regardless if it's fixed, the bills are going to be different. It does go on to say that fixed price over time will cost you more. And it is a kind of a premium that you're paying for having an idea of what your bill will be every month. So it does say that it's more, and that's one of the things that many people are concerned with, their cost. And Sustainable Westchester can't tell you that, and they don't really want to get into that. Why? But if you search hard enough, you'll also find that people are complaining online, those who have enrolled in the program or similar programs, and they all say the same thing. Their bills ended up being a lot more. So folks, do your own research. Never listen to a politician selling you on a company's product. There's a reason why. He puts that much effort into that, but where's the effort into stopping the gun violence? It was only a week ago or less that 2 men were shot in his district, 1 was killed. And his response was, we have to shut the bar down. And an hour-long town hall infomercial for Sustainable Westchester. No, nothing about the rise in crime. Again, going back to the incident that happened in the Getty Square where the teenagers ran from police. They located a gun in the car, arrested the teenage driver, a female. Yeah, because that's usually what happens. young girls get involved with the wrong guys. And they usually are the ones that get left holding the bag, or in this case, the gun. And that's something that I want to address, and something that, our city officials should be addressing, should be having a town hall meeting on. Why is this young female teenage girl with 3 other boys carrying a gun? Well, I can give you a guess. It's a problem we see in our communities all over the country. Little girls not having dads to be there, seeking attention and love from the wrong males in the wrong places. And we need programs for teenage girls like that. My wife, she still, till this day, gets calls and messages and visits from women, because they're women now, but they were teenage girls back when they were going to the YWCA at programs they had there, where she was the program director. Because you can have a lot of programs, but you also need the right individuals. So this is a problem we see in our communities. These young girls, man, and girls out there, teenage girls. You got to be careful. These guys, they knuckleheads, they don't know what love is themselves. They'll tell you they love you and then ask you to hold the gun for them. Sad. And it happens too often. And I've seen that happen a lot of times growing up where I grew up. And it's sad because I'm trying to do something about it. And I've been consistent, or at least I try to be consistent, yet and still, not only am I not getting support, I have individuals working against me. Yeah, that's right, folks. They don't want people working with me. They talk about we need daycares, we need universal pre-K. They love saying that stuff during campaign speech. Oh, we're going to get this money for universal pre-Ks, for daycares. Well, when someone is trying to open up a daycare because they don't like that individual for whatever reason, well, I can tell you why. Because I'm asking them to do their jobs. Excuse me for holding your feet to the fire. And because I'm doing that, they have completely tried to disrupt my business, a daycare center that I'm actually doing out of not the kindness of my heart, it is, but I'm doing it because I want to be involved in the community. I don't have to do that. Thank God I don't have to do that. I don't. But we enjoy it. We love the community, and we love the kids in the community, and we love the parents that we've met, the families that we've met. So why aren't they helping me get this place open? Because had they I would have had another one open. That was the plan. We had a location picked and everything. And we could have been servicing more families in low-income areas, because we keep our prices low. Because, again, it's not to make money for us. It's to provide high-quality services for free if we can. And yet and still, they don't support, nor do they want me to do it, because they're reaching out to people and telling them not to work with me. But people like me so much, I guess, or appreciate what I'm doing, that I'm made aware of this. And these are elected officials. Yeah, but it's not surprising, because this isn't the first time elected officials have targeted me, and I've been told about it. And I've made mention about this, because if I don't get this up and going, you better believe I will be in court suing the city of Yonkers and certain individuals, because I have more than enough evidence to indicate, to prove that elected officials purposely try to, and may have, destroyed my business. And that individual who told me the first time about it, knows who he is, and I'm waiting for it. But I'm going to hold that for the lawsuits because that's my evidence. Expect a subpoena if I don't get my business opened up fully in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, because I'm trying to help the community and individuals are trying to stop me. And there are a lot of people that will tell you that. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Speaking of lawsuits, which one of our elected officials got the city of Yonkers into a lawsuit? Well, it's the councilwoman from the 1st District, Shanae Williams. She got into an accident with a city vehicle. We hear this a lot, right? Now, why do they get to get a city vehicle? How many people have 2 jobs and they don't get to have a city vehicle to go from one job to the next? Why not just get a gas, credit or mileage credit, which they can write off on their taxes, actually. Get reimbursed for their gas. I don't understand why they need a whole vehicle that they could take home because this happens. Shanae Williams crashed the car. It was her fault. And then Geico went to sue the city of Yonkers to subrogate. It's called subrogation. I'm sorry, just trying to find some tissue there. I'm sorry. It's called subrogation. I need some tissue. All right, so an insurance company, I deal with insurance because I have, a job. People don't, I make joke about the job thing because, that was one of the things that people said. Oh, he wants a job. He's looking for a job. I have a job. I have companies. I employ myself. And in one of my companies, it deals with, several of my companies deal with property insurance. So when a fire happens, let's say, and it's caused by a faulty wire, let's say in a refrigerator, Frigidaire or whatever the refrigerator, Kenmore is the refrigerator. The insurance company will pay the homeowner or the property owner because the owner it could be a commercial building, and then they will go subrogate, meaning they will go after the manufacturer of the refrigerator to sue them for the money they had to pay out to the insured. To their insured, right? Because that's the insurance companies want their money back. They pay money out, they want it back. So in this case, Shanae Williams crashed the city vehicle. It was found to be her fault. Geico had to pay. And so they went to get their money that they had to pay from the city of Yonkers and Shanae Williams by suing them. It was just under $10,000. They even left when you get sued, they serve you. They left it on her door, and they said it and everything. Failed to respond. She didn't respond. She completely ignored the warning or the notice on her door. But I guess she felt she had Matt Gallagher there to protect her because he stepped in and somehow worked it out for her. But I think if you get into an accident, that's it, right? You should lose your privilege. One accident, you're done. I don't understand why they need a vehicle. Why? Why do they need a vehicle? I mean, everything nowadays is virtual, right? They do all their meetings just about. And if they do go to City Hall, it's usually in the afternoons, late afternoons, evenings. Take your car. That's what everybody else does. I'm not talking about people who have a full-time job and a half of a part-time job that gets paid like a full-time job and get a car. Most people have 2 full-time jobs. Well, not most, but a lot of people who have 2 jobs will have 2 full-time jobs just about, and they don't get a car. And both their jobs probably total your city council salary. That's the reality, folks. And I'm glad you guys don't live in reality, and that's why you just can go ahead and crash cars. Just crash them. Crash them up. Who cares? Matt Gallagher take care of it. Right? So should they get cars? Should they get city vehicles? That's just more taxpayer money wasted on individuals who do nothing. But I guess it's a perk, right? It's almost like a payoff. Hey, we're going to give you a car, right? But you got to do what we say. You got to vote the way we tell you to vote. And if nobody sees it, I mean, if anyone doesn't see it by now, I should say, you don't want to see it, or you're a part of it. Bottom line. Bottom line. It's very apparent, and this has probably been the most obvious I've ever seen elected officials operate with disregard for the constituents and their needs. Slap in the face to me when you indicate that we are not intelligent enough to make decisions for ourselves, nor are we intelligent enough to see exactly what's going on. And it's sad that you treat people a certain way, giving them food. Here you go. Be happy with that. We're not going to fix your schools up. And if we do build more schools, it's because we want the developers to do it so we can allegedly get a kickback. That's it. Did you guys see that meeting where Tasha Diaz, majority leader, brought the developer? I think she was on Yonkers Voice with some developer. I looked up that guy. What kind of developer? The guy was, the company would made maybe like reported $80,000. Guy had a small thing on Southern Boulevard. What kind of outfit is this? Another crazy outfit. And now she's trying to introduce this developer. This is unreal. This is like unreal, folks. Like really, this is unreal. And guess what? We're going to change it though. Look at yourselves in the mirror when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're in the bathroom, or maybe before you go to bed tonight, and you look at it yourself and you say, I am going to be a part of that change. I am a part of this change that we are going to make happen here in the city of Yonkers. Say that to yourself. Believe it, because that's how it will become true. And we're going to make that change together. So we're going to wait for the elections to come up. In the meantime, I'm going to let you guys know what's up so we know how to vote. And we show them that we are the power in the city. And we do that by voting, and we dictate how the elections go and who are the elected officials. So, are you with me? Because I'm with you. Let's do it together. Let's show them who the bosses are, folks. We own this city. This is our city. And it's time we took it back. Okay? You and I know we need to take it back. All right, folks? That's the weekend review. Oh, and also the whole racism thing. But I don't even want to go there because I think that's a bunch of nonsense. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. You could disagree with me. Listen, I'm sorry if you disagree. But sometimes people make things into a big reason for political reasons. Everybody's playing a game, folks. Everybody's playing a game. Okay? And we have to understand that. We can't focus, this person, fights for this, they must be good. No, everybody's playing a game. Everybody picks an issue, right? That's like their platform, and that's like their product almost, right? Like that's the service or product that they sling, right? And they all salesmen, so they're selling you on this and that and that. They sell you. They're selling you. That's it, right? Look at what they say about daycare centers. We need more daycare. We need more daycare centers, and we're gonna fight for more daycare centers, and we're gonna fight for universal pre-Ks. But when someone tries to open it up, if we don't like him, and he is not a part of the in club, we're gonna give him a hard time. And by the way, I could have been part of the in club if I wanted to. Just so you know, whoever's doubting me, sure, if I wanted to. But I'm telling you, I've been around a lot of in clubs. That one just gave me a feeling. It just gave me a feeling. It just wasn't good. It really wasn't good. And I just couldn't, it just wasn't good. I don't know. It was just something about the energy around certain individuals. Folks, I'm serious. I'm so serious. There was just certain energy and it just wasn't for me. Just wasn't for me. So again, thank you guys for being out with me. I know it's very late. I appreciate it. The weekend review. All right. You guys put your energy where in the right places. Okay. Put your energy in the right places and help me. Let them know you support Freddie Vasquez because I am trying to genuinely do something in the community. I really don't even need, I definitely would like the funds, obviously, right? I'm using my own money, but really, I just need the support. And like I posted about a chess club that I would like to do. And what I said is, I'll provide the supplies, the location, and even light snacks and drinks. Just bring me the kids. And I need some adults who know chess and can teach it. That would be awesome. I think chess does a lot. It's not just about playing a game, but it teaches you how to make decisions in life. It's all about decision making, being patient, strategy. Life is a game of chess. And you are either a pawn, a king, or a queen. What are you going to be? I'm Freddie Vasquez, Basement Politics. Join me tomorrow. Let's finish up the Catered Gate, part 2. Let's go over the lawsuit. Let's see what really happened, what's really going on. Because if you want transparency here in the city of Yonkers, there is only one place for it, and that is right here on Basement Politics with Freddie Vasquez. Thank you, folks, for joining me tonight. I just had to come on. I enjoyed this. I enjoy having you guys with me. So thank you. Please share. Oh, by the way, I'm having a hold on. I'm having a Dare to Share contest. You like the name? Dare to Share, right? Why I say Dare to Share? Because people are scared to watch live. They don't want no one seeing, who they are or that they're watching live. And by the way, you can watch anonymously on YouTube, the official Basement Politics Unfiltered. But I'm having a contest. It's called the Dare to Share contest. If you share the podcast, you will be automatically entered for a chance to win a $100 gift card on March 11th, right? Starts today, March 11th. So share the podcast. The more you share, the more chances you have of winning because you're entered more. And then ultimately, I'm going to have the grand mega Dare to Share Basement Politics podcast that will be a grand prize of $1,000 cash. Yes, that's right. Greenbacks while they last, before they still are relevant. So share the podcast. When you share, you are automatically entered in the contest. On March 11th, I will announce the winner of the $100 gift card. And also, you are automatically entered into the mega Dare to Share contest, where you have a chance to win $1,000 cash money, $1,000. You have to go pay Uncle Sam. All right. I'm Freddie Vasquez. Don't forget to share for your chance to win cash money. Yeah. Cash money. That's right. I want the support, right? Because we're doing this for the kids. Freddie for mayor. Oh, shoot. Freddie for mayor. Listen, if I get enough signatures, and I need at least 1,000, because they would challenge those signatures. Okay. And when I go get the signatures, I'm going to take a picture with you in a video while you sign. And every candidate should do that so you don't get challenged. What do you mean? No, look. Well, I got the video right here. Say hello. Say hello, Deborah Smith. Yep, that's Deborah Smith. See? Who you voting for? Freddie Vasquez. See? Your Honor. People are crazy. So make sure you take pictures. I know I would. I was just thinking about that. I would take pictures with everyone. Hey, take a picture with me. Just in case some masseuse comes out of nowhere, rubbing a bunch of backs and wants to challenge my signatures or yours. All right? These masseuse, these freelance masseuse, they come out of nowhere. All right? They come out of brewing companies. My name is Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Join me tomorrow night. It's Saturday. And we're going to get into it. All right? We'll talk some more. Again, don't forget to share. Dare to Share contest. Win some money. March 11th, I will announce the winner of a $100 gift card. And then on July 11th, I will announce the winner of the $1,000 cash prize. And I will pull up in a red Lambo and personally hand it to you. How you like that? How do you like that? But you got to share. You got to share. You got to share. You got to share. And if you don't share, yeah, we're going to get it popping. Good evening, folks. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you share. I do. Make sure you share because I want the podcast to spread. And I also want to give you guys a prize. I want to share the wealth. All right. I'm taking Zahi's money. He gave me some money to shut me up. I said I would, but I'm still talking, and I'm going to give you that money. Thank you, Zahi. I am Freddie Vasquez. Have a great night. Join me tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, folks. I am Freddie Vasquez in Basement Politics. Please continue to support the show. Make sure you share. I dare you to share Basement Politics and enter yourself for a chance to win $1,000 cash money. I will personally deliver it to you. Yes, Freddie Vasquez, Basement Politics Unfiltered. And join me tomorrow night. All right? And let them know, why are you trying to stop Freddie from helping the children? Why are you trying to help or stop Freddie from helping the children? Ask an elected official next time you see that.